I'm just acting Chicallywood.
Yeah. So what is Fight Core for those that don't know?
So, for example, I'm SAG eligible. I mean, I did two productions, network productions or what have you, right? Fight Core is like the sister company of SAG-AFTRA,
Okay.
right? So Fight Core allow you to work both union and non-union jobs.
Okay.
So if and when that opportunity comes for me, I would choose Fight Core.
Okay.
Why? Because I want the best of both worlds, right?
Okay.
Let's, for example, when they were on strike or when COVID happened, everybody shut down, right? Still got to pay them dues, right? Still got to pay them fees, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can't do it if you straight SAG. You want to work.
Right.
You want to work.
Right.
So in the event of any shutdown or in the event of any strike by way of strike, I want to be able to have the opportunity to work without having to sneak and do it and have somebody say, hey, yo, David A.Walker over there, he union. He busting the union or he over there working. Oh, look at that cat over there. Oh,
Snitching.
Straight snitching, right?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be that guy. I want to be able to work both sides, right?
Yeah.
And that should be fine. And then again, me, my demographic, it makes no sense for me right now to be SAG. I don't need all those benefits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty much,
Nice, man. That's
I mean, and I get it. If you're young, if you're a certain demographic, you're a certain demographic, do your thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for me,
yeah.
I would definitely be Fight Core.
Okay, you dropping some jewels. Like I said, I mean, some people didn't even know that anything else existed outside of SAG. So that's super dope. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me ask you this. So
Right to work state too. I need to say that.
Which
Illinois, right to work.
Right to work. That's
right to work state.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so you definitely want
Yeah, man. So I think when it's all said and done, these people that are getting into this business, learning all the options. Mm-hmm. One other thing I want to touch on is some actors are private. Some of them do interviews, some don't. What's your view on doing interviews? Do you do interviews, or are you mostly to yourself?
This is my first interview. All right, this is my very first interview. It took this brother to pull me out the doggone dark ages, right? And again, thank you again, because I don't get these opportunities. You deferred me asked. There was another young lady who has a podcast that I'm going to do for her, Maxine Millimeter. Shout out Maxine. Mm-hmm. We're still on. But this is something that I probably should do more of, people can see who David A.Walker is beyond social media,
And I think too, because of social media, it boils down to really being like, yo, I did not know you were that cool, or I did not know,
right.
You were that funny or whatever the case may be. And I believe that, some people, they're just very private, Me, I'm private, but at the same time, I know how to balance it. So I'm not always out there, because I like my privacy. I like to just randomly go to Walmart at whatever time I feel like it, whatever the case may be.
And besides, I ain't up there like that,
But see,
I'm not Wendell Pierce, I'm not, saying,
But still, here's the thing. You are in a position that a lot of people still wish they could be in. So it's a certain amount of admiration. It's a certain amount of, how did he do that? You know what I'm saying? Because I used to look at myself as like, I used to find it bizarre when people ask to take a picture with me, or I go overseas, they want autographs, things like that, because I'm just like, yo, I'm regular, I'm human. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but then I had to realize too, at the same time, I'm creating a value for people that were either trying to figure out, or I said something that touched a part of their lives in a way where they were like, man, I appreciated that. Like I had a guy when I was overseas, he was listening to my album, Memories of the Future. Make sure you check it out, stream it on all the platforms. But he was checking out my album, there was a particular song called Good Luck. And he said, man, Blaze, that song, it resonated with me so well. And I understood where you were coming from. And it was crazy because, that's the reason why I like working with actors, because it's like me being a rapper and a creator, producer, and everything like that. The parallel with you guys in a way where it's like, you guys have to pull from a moment of inspiration. You have to pull from something that is going to get you to this part of life and somebody can see it, watch it, and be inspired. Same thing with me. I can make a record pull from the part of life and say, hey, this person is being inspired. So man. So I think in your bubble, so to speak, you that dude. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're gonna have that happen. Now, of course, here's the thing. Being in Chicago, sometimes people got egos or they feel like, yeah, he cool, but they don't want to admit it. Like, man, so that's why I want this platform for you to see, like, yo, you can, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody that here, you know, because even some celebrities I've come across are super dope. You know what I'm saying? That's because, you know, the stigma was like a lot of celebrities were assholes or whatever the case may be. But I've come to a situation of where, you know, look, as long as you got respect.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, we can make some things work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So, and you know, and when you have a wife at home, you walk through that door, she will quickly humble you. You know? Don't come in here with being all grand, all that stuff. You know, shout out, baby, love you. But you know, you just be yourself. Yeah. Don't be the character. Don't be, you know, don't bring that stuff. You know. Yeah. Just be. Chill. I mean, it's there's no one in Chicago, maybe a handful, maybe no one in Chicago in the acting space is making 30, 40, maybe 50 grand an episode. Mm-hmm. I could be wrong. Man, maybe Corey Hendricks. I don't know. But you know, so there's no need to be all, you know, we all in the pot, stirring the pot. We all trying to build, and we're trying to build up Chicago. And you know, roughly one of these days, man, one of these filmmakers here in Chicago will get that big budget for the independent project, right? And do some amazing things where they can pay the talent here, you know, $40,000 per episode, right? Yeah.
So that's what you're saying you want right now. You want about 40,000 episodes? Okay.
No, I'm just saying.
Let me get my checkbook.
I take 15. I take 10 to 15 right now. Yeah. But I mean, it's just, you know, again, it's all about the journey, man. It's always going to be about the journey for me. You know? Yeah. And, you know, I mean, I'm sure there's others out there who feel the same way, man. Yeah. You know, and an opportunity is going to come, and you just have to be prepared when the opportunities do come. When those Hollywood productions or the streaming platform productions, when they come, you're going to be ready. You know, just do the work. That's all. Don't try and, you know, shortcut. All the shortcuts don't work.
They never do. And I tell people, because sometimes if you do take a shortcut and you get lucky, the problem is you can't sustain that.
You can't.
You know, you're gonna crash and burn because you're gonna be trying to replicate it, and it's like you never built your tribe, you never built your following. Right. Now, one thing you said, and I think is really interesting and important to understand, is that you said you have a wife at home. The question is, how has your wife been helpful in your career?
Low key, my wife wanna act.
I'm just acting Chicallywood.